I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
After the Flagler County Commission voted unanimously to approve the plan, Governor Ron DeSantis on Thursday approved Flagler County's vacation rental safety plan, allowing bookings based on the guidelines set forth by the plan laid out by the Tourism Department and implemented by CDC standards. The safety plan includes a 10-person occupancy cap. 14-day quarantine is a must for any guest who's been on a cruise, coming from the New York tri-state area or state of Louisiana, and any guest that has been out of the continental United States within 14 days of booking. Specific cleaning protocols for vacation rentals are also in effect. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
An idea to try and address the psychological issues surrounding COVID-19 received some pushback by Palm Coast officials. John Arking reports.
At Tuesday's Palm Coast City Council meeting, Councilman Colonel Jack Howell said an idea came to mind based on Mayor Melissa Holland's Feed Palm Coast food drive.
And then I got to thinking, while you fed the body, I would like to come up with a program where the city will sponsor a COVID-19 wellness event sometime in June, maybe in July, where on a day, the citizens of our community will have an opportunity to speak to someone who is a healthcare professional that can help them with their concerns of the stress of life that they're going through under the unemployment situation, the sickness of the COVID.
But Councilman Eddie Branchino brought up liability issues that the city could incur by sponsoring such an event, although Colonel Howell said that he had talked with Palm Coast City Attorney William Reichman, who said those issues could be addressed. But in the end, Mayor Holland was unsure this was an issue that the city should be taking up.
Always mental health and those issues should be driven countywide. Countywide solutions need to be approved and adopted and administered. This should be something that is driven by the mental health professionals.
Holland said she'd think over the idea and work through the potential issues and come back at a later time with an answer. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
A Flagler County farm is acting as a main source of food supply for local food banks. The Flagler County Extension says LNM Farms, whose 2,000-acre farm spans across Flagler, St. Johns, and Putnam counties, will provide more than 430,000 pounds of produce weekly. It's part of the federal Farmers to Families Food Box program enacted in mid-April in response to the coronavirus pandemic. LNM Farms applied to be part of the U.S. Department of Agriculture program and is one of 40 awardees in the Southeast region. LNM will provide 12 truckloads, each containing 2,400 food boxes every week to 3 recipients: Bread of Mighty in Gainesville, Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida in Daytona, and Feeding Northeast Florida in Jacksonville. Those pantries will then hand out boxes to smaller food banks so the food gets into the hands and onto the tables of needy Floridians. First responders with Flagler County Fire Rescue get a generous donation. Fire Chief Don Petito.
17 cases of 1-liter bottles of hand sanitizer for a total of somewhere in like 240 bottles of it. And it was a partnership between Winn-Dixie corporate offices and St. Augustine Distillery.
Petito says the sanitizer is greatly needed.
It's going to be needed for quite some time, so a good stock of it is where we need to have. So that really helps us out in providing that stock in our DOC where we keep it, so we can actually distribute this to other fire departments and police departments within the county as well, help them out.
The department also got a $100 gift card from the Winn-Dixie Gives Foundation to help restock their kitchen pantry. A local resident is scammed out of $6,000. Tony Magoo has the details.
This is an online scam that cost someone dearly. On May 15th, a woman answered an advertisement on a neighborhood website where people buy and sell things. The ad was posted by Gilbert Neal, and Gilbert's ad was offering a work-from-home job with great pay. He claimed to be a doctor and a businessman who sells antiques. He offered to pay her $500 a week to run errands for him, but he needed her to start immediately. He told her to purchase $6,000 worth of Amazon.com gift cards, reveal the gift card numbers, and email all of that information on them to him. Once the woman realized what was happening to her, it was too late. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley is with us this morning.
There were many red flags during this interaction, but it's very sad that someone would prey on people during this pandemic. Remember to protect yourself from becoming a victim by never giving out personal or financial information and never agreeing to pay any sum of money by way of gift cards or pay in advance for employment.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
There will not be fireworks this year on the 4th of July in Flagler County, but why not?
Let's see. Tourism Director Amy Lukasik says there's no money.
The funding for the fireworks for Flagler Beach and Palm Coast come from tourism bed tax dollars. So when tourism isn't here, then we have to look at those types of programs that we're able to give back to the community, and the fireworks is obviously one that didn't make sense.
Lukasik said it isn't just the lack of funding killing the fun this summer. There's also COVID-19.
Those events draw huge crowds, and it's the largest event that we have in our county. So when just in the city of Flagler Beach, I don't know, it's like 20,000 people in a very small, tight area. So that certainly did not encourage social distancing.
Lukasik said all that and the fact that it takes many people to put on the fireworks show makes it a no-go this year. To listen to the entire interview, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.